can you beat Plants vs. Zombies 2 with only instant plants? No. Well, actually, you can beat it using only instant plants. It requires godly amounts of patience. However, I will still be attempting this, and if this video gets 50 likes, then I will buy and wear this peashooter, which is very cursed, for the next 5 videos. So, get to 50 likes and I'll do it, but with that out of the way, let's get into the rules. So first off, and most obviously, we can only do damage using instant plants like potato mines and cherry bombs. We still are able to use defensive plants and sun plants like walnuts, tall nuts, sunflowers, primal sunflowers, stuff like that. Power-ups are allowed, but I will try to avoid them. And on the case of mowers, they are allowed, however, I will try to avoid using them, so I will try and use things like cherry bombs if it gets down to that point. Arena and penny pursuit are allowed, but only if absolutely necessary, and the same rules will apply where I have to use instant plants to do that. I cannot spend real money at all, and not like I have that much money to spend at all, but still. And the win state is to beat modern day. And modern day is insanely difficult, however, it still will be possible because by the time that I'm recording this voiceover, I have already gotten pretty far in modern day, so I know it's pretty possible. But that's it for the rules, so let's get into it. I named myself Instant and watched a mediocre cutscene that just trailed off of what the first game did, and then my neighbor jumped me and stole my hot sauce. He ate a taco and wanted to time travel back in time for some reason. And then we went to ancient Egypt. This plot makes no sense. Just go back like 2 minutes and it'll be fine. And it's probably not that great of a taco. Just go to Taco Bell or something. But anyway, I guess we're just going to go through with this really odd plot. So the first couple of levels were pretty breezy. I did end up having to sacrifice a lawnmower on the last level. However, for some reason, the lawnmower respawned, which I did not know that they did that in this game, but this will actually end up helping us later. So I'm just going to skip this part because it's pretty easy. And then we make it to level 3, and it's a conveyor belt. Oh, dang. It won't give us enough instant plants, so it's actually impossible. That's what I would say if it was impossible, but because of how we caught on to that mower respawning on the first level, so we just wait it out, and it's easy. After we do that, we play a power-up level, which is allowed, and then we get our second instant plant, iceberg lettuce. It will pair very well with the potato mines, as it freezes zombies for almost the whole time for a mine to prime. That kind of rhymes. We continue, and it tells us how to spend money. It's truly an EA game, isn't it? Day 5 is also easy, except for these absolute fools. These camel panel zombie things are designed for the boomerangs because of how they pierce. But because of how we don't do that, it will require 3 to 6 potato mines in order to kill them all. Luckily, iceberg lettuce freezes them all, so that will be very useful to slow them all down. Day 6 is impossible as we don't get enough potato mines, so that's one impossible level down. The mowers don't respawn, so it will technically be an impossible level. However, it's unfair and I cannot do anything about it, so I'll make that as an unfair impossible level because we can't do anything about it. It's not even in our hands. After we do that, we get the keys, and then unlock some of the worlds. Only some worlds will be useful to us because some of them give us useful plants, and some of them do not. I still ended up unlocking them all though, and now we barely have any instant plants. So I went into the shop and all of them cost either $5 or 100 gems. I'm not a degenerate, so I will only be getting the ones with gems, so we have a wide array to choose from. I found out that if you register your EA account to PvZ, it gives you exactly 100 gems, so we can get one. So first off, we have the jalapeno. A very good plant, but it's expensive and takes forever to recharge. I will get it if I get more gems from watching ads or quests, but not right now. Next up is the squash. It's very good too, but it has a disappointing recharge and it only gets 1 zombies, not a whole lane like the jalapeno does. Next up we have the Hypnose Room. It's pretty good, but I won't allow it because It uses the zombies, and as you probably can tell, zombies are not instant plants. Finally, we have the Hurricane, a new appearance for PvZ2. It's like the blower, but blows away all flying zombies in one lane, and it blows away normal ones, as well as chilling them. This will be very useful because of how we get those free 100 gems, and because of how we can't spend 10 bucks to get another one. After giving EA my email to get a fictional plant in this PvZ universe, I head to the pirate seas, and then after that, Crazy Dave tells me to go check the travelogue. Doesn't seem all that bad, however the problem is I can't avoid it. And the problem with the travelogue is there is a quest that forces you to use the pea shooters. Now, it does not give you any plants at all except for the pea shooters and walnuts. So even if I did put them all down, all of the walnuts, and then just waited for the mowers to come, but because of how it's not actually a level, I won't actually count that. However, I will put it onto the unfair impossible ones, because I won't count it as a truly impossible because of how it is mandatory to use the pea shooters. After doing the first 7 Pirate Sea levels, which are pretty easy, I decided to move on to Jurassic Marsh. While Pirate Seas does give us the cherry bomb, we end up getting it at the end, so I move past it. I'm going to the Jurassic Marsh for 3 plants: Primal Sunflower, Primal Walnut, and most importantly, Primal Potato Mine. These are all upgraded versions of the former, but they cost more and are better overall. I'm going to go through it so that you guys can see. Primal Sunflower gives 75 sun, which will be useful because of how both Primal Potato Mine and Primal Walnut are pretty costly plants. They do only cost 25 more. The first couple of levels are pretty easy. I struggled with day 3, It gives us quite a few grape shots, but I still struggled. After changing up my strats, I made it through. After day 4, I get the Primal Walnut, which will help us out a lot. It's weaker than the normal walnut, but it charges a lot faster. I go on to day 12, and there is a clear condition: lose no more than 6 plants. Not very hard except for the walnuts, but I select the usual team and go through... Oh, instant plants count as losing one for some reason. I mean, I guess it does kind of count, but you intentionally lose them, so I wouldn't really count that. But it still is unfairly impossible, so that is pretty annoying. However, I kept pushing through, and I did end up beating the level, and it was pretty difficult. However, it does not count because of how it is unfairly impossible, so I will not count that, but I will add it to the unfair impossible list because of how I cannot do anything about it. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. If you did enjoy it, then please do leave a like and subscribe, since, I mean, you watched to this point, so you clearly like my content, so you might as well leave a like and subscribe while you're down there, because then you will be notified of whenever I upload. And if you leave a like, then it means that I will have to get that pea shooter outfit, which is very disappointing. So yeah, I will wear that for my next 5 videos. So I will do a live face cam for all of the Minecraft videos, and for the next Plants vs. Zombies video, I will just do the voiceover in that. So if you guys can get to 50 likes, then I will be mad impressed, and I will buy that. So yeah, I hope you did enjoy, and bye!